Okay, so you've just gotten your first adjustment. There's a few principles that you want to take home with you, because you're only going to be in the office a good 20 minutes and you're going to spend the rest of the time out there probably undoing some of the things that we've done because of stress, or just because we get excited and want to do everything we can to get better as quick as possible. Well, let's go over the don'ts. First of all, don't stretch. The worst thing you can do for any type of flare-up exacerbation, whether acute or chronic, is to try to stretch your way out of it. Stretching is not designed for pain relief. Stretching is a general, healthy, well-being thing to do, and it's not appropriate right now. Second, ice and heat. That is a don't, unless I have told you otherwise. Icing will slow a healing process down, and heat can very well exacerbate the beginning acute level healing. So do not do that unless I have told you otherwise. But the default is always don't ice, don't heat. And the other one is don't overdo it. You're gonna feel great or you're gonna feel terrible after your first adjustment. Both are typical. Now, if you feel great, the worst thing you can do is think that you're great and start doing things that you should not be doing. So please keep that in mind. Now, the do's. Gentle movement. Although stretching is bad, movement is great. It helps flush out toxins, it helps push out edema, and it helps the tissues to slide better, groove better, move better. It's called a gelling phenomenon. So the best movement we'll go over at the end of this video for your particular problem. The next is gentle activities like walking. One of the most therapeutic things you can do is go on a walk. A 30-minute uninterrupted walk will keep those lymphatics moving, push out inflammation and swelling, and just keep, again, that natural gelling phenomenon so you can heal at your fastest. And hydrate. As we adjust you, you might get sore, not from tissue disruption, but just from toxicity release. You know, in those joints and in the tissues, things can actually break down and they can actually release toxicity and cause inflammation. So hydration will help flush that out. Now, back to the gentle movement. For your particular problem, you want to isolate to just one particular movement right now, which is going to be flexion and extension of the neck. And that's going to look like this. You're going to bring your chin down just for a second, just long enough to feel a stretch, and bring it up. And we're not actually trying to stretch, we're trying to mobilize, which means keep the joint moving. We'll do it 20 times, and then we'll do it side to side 20 times. We call this a stoplight exercise because it's done every time you hit a stoplight. It's a silver bullet. You can't do it too much. If you are having pain while doing it, we'll try to limit the range that you do it. Don't push through pain, just enough to feel that joint mobilize. And that's it. And that will encourage that local gelling phenomenon, pushing out the toxins, the inflammation, the swelling, and helping that healing process. So I know it's there's a lot going on, a lot of information you've been exposed to, and you know, sometimes not all of it gets hit up. That's why we make this video, to help make this process a little easier. So happy healing.